Hey mamas, welcome back to my YouTube channel, This Mama Counts. In today's episode, we're gonna talk about a mentor and a business coach. What does that mean? Ready? Vámonos! A mentor is someone who shares their knowledge, their skills, and their experience to help somebody else grow. That's what a mentor does by definition. What does a coach do? A coach is someone who provides guidance for somebody to help them reach their goals a little bit faster. A coach is going to help you reach your most maximum potential. So, in other words, do you need a mentor or do you need a coach? Let's say in this bookkeeping business, what are you trying to get? Here are some of the things that I looked at when I hired my first business coach, which actually I ended up looking for somebody that can help and assist me in both ways, as a business coach and as a mentor. I have plenty of mentors in my life that I look up to, that I can go to as like a spiritual mentor. I also have somebody that I can go to as like a parenting mentor. All of these different mentorships, I do have them in my life. One of the things that I noticed is that when I needed to scale my business in bookkeeping, I knew that I needed to hire a business coach because I needed results. A mentor was just gonna help me and guide me, right? A business coach was gonna help me reach my maximum potential. And honestly, when I first came across my first business coach, this is what I saw. When I first started in the online world, in this online entrepreneurship, I know that I needed to scale my bookkeeping tax business at that time. So I started to look and research for people that can help me grow, that can help me take things to the next level, and that's gonna teach me things that I didn't already know, but not necessarily my skill set. Because I had already a mentor in that case. I already had a mentor that taught me the skill set. I needed to work with somebody so that I can look up to and kind of have this format that was going to take me to the next level in my business, which it wasn't necessarily the skill set anymore. It was more of a business growth. Back in 2019, I actually hired my first business coach. And let me tell you, number one, it was probably one of the scariest things ever done, because I think as like Latinas, a lot of people are like, ¿para qué? You don't need that, right? You can do it on your own. You don't need to spend all this money, right? Why are you going to listen to somebody else? But what I learned is that when I hired my business coach, yes, I invested money. Yes, I listened to somebody. Yes, I was being coachable and I was taking action. And when I did that, my businesses scaled. Do you hear me say that? Businesses, not just one business. So mamas, it's super important that you know where you're at in your business and where do you need to go, right? Kind of like when we go to school. When we go to school, we're not looking for a business coach. We're going to teachers who can be mentors, right? They maybe inspire us. They have this knowledge. They have this skill that we're learning from them, but they're not going to help us build our business. They're not going to show that to us. You're having more of a mentor guidance at school than a business coach. The business coach, you're gonna find them out here in the real world. Now, I do consider myself a business coach because I know that I can get people results. I know that the moms and the students that I have worked with, guess what, are now making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. And they are scaling their business. Together, we can feed off of each other and have mentorship, absolutely. And I think as bookkeepers, a lot of the times, it's not that we need to know how to do a strategy, it's we just need validation. That's what groups are for, right? That's where like community is for. But when you really need to scale and take things to the next level, you need a business coach. Because this business coach is going to have a guide, a path, a format for you to follow so that you can reach that potential of growth in your business. So, what did I look at when I first hired my coach? Number one, I made sure that she was relatable to me. That was super important to me because I know that whoever was going to teach me how to scale my business needed to have the same mission and vision that I looked at. right? That we connected. That was super important. It was super important that I was able to connect with my business coach, because not only did I want it to scale my business, but I know that I needed to be able to talk to her when I was stuck, when life happened, when things of being a mom happened, things of being like a wife, right? And we were going to be relatable in that sense, because things do happen, right? It's not a perfect world that we live in. So it was super necessary for me to find that with her as well. The next thing also was making sure that she had a clear path for me, that I was going to do what she said, how she said it, and take action. Now, doesn't mean that I was gonna, just do everything exactly, right? Because I was not copying her path. I was hacking her path, which meant that she gave me this guide, she gave me this format, and guess what? I was a coachable student. I was coachable, which meant that when she told me something, I did it, because I knew that when she told me to do something, that was either me getting out of my comfort zone, and I needed to get comfortable with uncomfortable, right? So a mentor was not going to do that to me. They were going to be more, maybe compassionate with me and just be like, oh, it's okay, like nothing's going to happen. But a business coach, she was on my ear. She was following up with me, making sure I was holding myself accountable, and having her support, making me feel that I had someone breathing down my neck. Now, this is the thing though. We can easily mistake the fact that a business coach needs to hold my hand. A business coach is going to tell me exactly what to do with my business, and this business coach is going to grow my business. But you know what? That is absolutely wrong, because on the other hand, you're going to end up doing most of the work with this format and this coaching of the business coach that you hire. So don't think that by hiring a business coach, your whole problems are going to be solved. Absolutely, they're not. You'll probably end up second guessing yourself way, way more. But let me tell you, that is because you are now opening up your mindset and really exploring so many different options. So make sure that this coach that you hire and you start to work with, number one, can be relatable. Number two, can also be someone that you can relate to in mission and vision, right? How you see your life to be, how they live their life. You want to make sure also, mamas, that you are not putting everything on that business coach, because ultimately the work is that you have to do the work. Okay, a business coach can give us all the tools, can give you all the resources, can give us every step by step that we have to do. But guess what? The business coach is not going to move the shovel for us. We are not babies. We are not little kids, right? We are grown women. Where are my grown women? So we need to make sure that we are coachable, that we are opening up our mindset to what the coach is teaching me to do, and that we're going to take action with it. That is super, super important, mamas. When you make the decision of hiring your business coach, mamas, there's a couple things you also need to consider. Be ready to invest. Hiring the right business coach, mamas, is going to cost. But this is the great thing, that you have to look at it as an investment, because when you invest this money in this business coach, guess what? You're going to end up adding revenue to your growing business. And that is the whole point of why you want to invest in a business coach, because you want to learn how to make more money. You want to go from being here to up here, right? So any expense that we do with a business coach is an investment to your business, and it's an investment to you. And I promise you that when you hire on a business coach, let me tell you, you begin to expand your mind to new strategies, to new ways of creating money that can help you work smarter and not harder. And you know that I am all about that. Hiring the right business coach, mamas, can also range in prices. I mean, I have paid anywhere between $2,000 up to $25,000 just to invest in a business coach. Obviously, depending the level of your business and where you're at, you're gonna be able to determine how much you can spend. But don't worry, mamas, right? You can always build from there. And I promise you, because I've seen this happen, well, I can't promise you, right? Because in the end, like, gosh, those are my dogs. Seriously, Maya. I can't promise, right, the results, but I do know for a fact, because I have done it, that every time I have invested in a coach or any kind of like business coaching program, I get to triple my income, if not more. So is it worth it? Absolutely. finding the right business coach, mamas, definitely takes some research. I would highly recommend that you connect with people, right? I think, to me, in order for you to get these results that people offer you, and before you hand over your money and your investment on a business coach, right? Really research the person, their values, the way they live their life, right? The way that they take care of their businesses. And if that is, out of integrity as well, right? What kind of integrity do they have? And is that aligned with what you want as well, mamas? Again, hiring this business coach is probably going to be one of the scariest decisions, because it's not common to hire business coaches in the Latina community, okay? Because let me tell you, when I hired my first business coach, I was told, why was I handing over money to people that didn't even know nothing about my business? Yet that person that I hired for the very first time literally has changed the whole trajectory of both of my businesses, which is where I can talk to you about experience and talk to you that if I'm not invested in a business coach or a business coaching program, guess what? I'm not growing. And it's part of my investments in my business. It is super crucial and necessary that I am always investing in some kind of business coach or some kind of business program. It is just super necessary for my business, because I know that I have been able to develop strategies, systems, foundations in my business that allow me to grow, because I get to learn from somebody. So, do I need a mentor or do I need a business coach? Let me tell you, put your money into a business coach. Put your money into a business coach, because a mentor can be anybody. A mentor can be anyone that you look up to. A mentor can be someone maybe you've worked with, right? But a mentor is not going to get you results. A business coach is. So, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Comment below. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time I drop a new episode of This Mama Counts. See you next week, everyone. Bye.